Good morning, y'all. So, my son went to court yesterday. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I ain't never seen my son look so dumbfounded in his life. The way he was looking the whole time, y'all. I felt sorry for him. But at the age of 22, we know that our kids, we are going to make mistakes. And we did too. Okay, so that was the most adult thing that he probably would ever have to deal with. He was one of the last people being called. He saw the judge sentencing people to 25 years, 5 years, 7 years. So he's sitting back there. We scared. We just sitting back there like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. If he could have cried, he would have cried. But one thing I have never really seen my son do but a couple of times since he's been 22 was cry. And I was saying to myself, it look like he about to cry. It looked like he about to drop some tears. Scared. Y'all, they railroaded him. They railroad my son. And I told him that. They call public pretenders. They work with the state. They don't got your back. It's sad how they railroad him. It don't make no sense. Okay, so the public defender, pretender, came. Okay, now it's our turn for her to talk to us. We go out in the outside of the courtroom. And she shows us the videotape. He got a fleeing and eluding. But he said he fled and eluded because he was in a dark place, and he panicked, and he flew the scene. When he would start walking up to him with the pistols and stuff, he flew the scene. Okay, he eventually stopped. Okay, so my thing is this right here. When she showed us the tape, and they didn't have the cam from the officer that he was afraid of on his side, was the officer he was afraid of. They had the cam of the person who wasn't even doing the arrest. So we didn't get to hear, and then we couldn't even hear what the officer was saying to make him feel like he was fear for his life. Okay? So the whole thing was, she wasn't for you. And we were looking like, this isn't right. This isn't right. Okay, this is what they're offering. This is what they're offering. We can make it no felony. This is how they get you to plead guilty. You know, we could drop it all to no felonies. It won't interfere with your job. Your license will be suspended. Why do his license got to be suspended? Okay, well, I could talk to them about that. You know, just doing a whole bunch of stuff so he could say guilty. Y'all, I just feel so bad that I couldn't get him a real lawyer. I feel so bad I couldn't get him a real lawyer. Because if I would have got him a real lawyer, clearly he might have would have got off. Because y'all, they railroaded him. They did not do him right. They did not do him right. Because we were supposed to hear what that officer said. We were supposed to hear what the officer on this side that pulled him over said. And we were supposed to look through his camera at what happened. Not nobody else's camera. Okay? So they come back. Okay, we can drop everything because we was worried about his license. We was worried about him being able to get a job. We was worried about him having no felonies. That's all we was like worrying about. So once they knew that's all we was worried about, okay, I know how to get them to plea. No felonies. We'll drop everything down to no felonies. But we're going to have to make the resisting without violence. We're going to have to make that resistant with violence. I said, how you going to make something that's not violent with violence? How you going to make something that resisting without violence and change it to resisting with violence so he can keep his license? Now, I don't understand that. You know how well, man, we don't have time. We have to go up here. We have to let the judge know what this decision is going to be. So we be like, give us a minute. Give us a minute. Give us a minute. I say, when they left, I say, see, they railroad you. They railroad you. You see how they do. Okay. Okay, we're going to say guilty, so you can have, you won't have no problem getting no job. You have your car, your license and everything. So we pleaded guilty, okay? Which I'm so hurt and upset with myself for not having the money to have a lawyer. But we need to have lawyers for our kids, guys. We do. Because they railroad our kids, okay? So we took the plea so his life won't be difficult. Y'all, it's so, it's just hurtful. So it turned out that, he got restitution. But who wants charges like resisting arrest and firearm? They dropped the firearm charge, y'all. Because they're in his name. Come on, man. Y'all, come on. They railroaded. Now he got that. Now he have to have that on his record. Resisting arrest. So I just told him, I said, you know what? Just do it like this. When you get your job, be upfront with them. Let them know, the situation. Let them know you was railroad or however you feel, But y'all, these kids, we just have to be there by their side. Like, I was there by his side the whole time. I'm always by his damn side. But, they get railroad. Point blank period, they get railroad. And I have charges myself. I have lots of charges myself, through my growing up years. And I was trying to tell him how the system works. It's just the way the system worked, because we could have got off of that if we would have had a lawyer, because I see how dirty they did it. Clearly y'all did that because y'all know if he said he was in fear of his life, and then we hear what the police was saying to him, and we seen however his hands was moving or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because if they doing all that, you gonna see that. Like, we seen the other lady, Cam, we seen her holding the flashlight like this. So if he was doing all that, waving his weapon and all that, if he was doing all that, we would have saw that. We would have saw that. That's why y'all didn't show that. Because the other camera that y'all showed, we saw the lady with the flashlight. So if that's true what he's saying, that what the officer was doing, they arrested him, they pulled him over, swinging and his pistol and all that. If we saw that and we would have been able to hear that, yeah, y'all railroaded. Yeah. Because y'all was supposed to show that. And if we do take it to trial, like she was threatening him, and he's scared, if we take it to trial, they can give you, the whole thing. They can give you the 5 years for this and the this for that and this for that. It would have ended up being like, some years. And he looking like, and I'm shaking my head like, this is terrible. Because if we take it to trial, yes, you can win, but yes, you can lose. And they are not for us. They are not for us. So, no, we're not taking it to trial. We should. If we had a lawyer, we would have took it to trial. If we had a lawyer, we would have took it to trial. But no, we're not taking it to trial because y'all are not for the young black man. No. No, we're not doing that. So we're just going to pray to God and just, hopefully that this little charge, they not little charges, because when black men have charges like, even though he didn't get charged with the weapons, they see that on there, but they are in his name, and I'm going to get them. Like I told her, how do I go, he cannot have this and he cannot have that, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, we're going to get the pistols. Oh yeah, he can carry a pistol. He can carry a pistol, but you're going to have to be with him to go get them. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. We're going to get those because we like to be protected. I know y'all don't want us to be protected, but we like to be protected. So that's what we're on our way to now, to go pick up his, that was in his name and stuff. They dropped those charges. That girl, ooh, child. But anyway, like they say, God work in mysterious ways, and that's just probably something that had to scare him. Let him see how life is really is, and it is what it is. But he's okay. It turned out okay, he don't have to have his license suspended, and he don't have no felonies. But my thing is this, he didn't have to have anything. First of all, he didn't have to be in that situation, like I said. You can't blame everything on everything, you know what I'm saying? Because, you did have the pistols in the car, on your lap, on the seat, you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. So, but it turned out pretty good because, like I said, I just didn't want him to have, to ruin his life, you know what I'm saying, at a young age. That's all I was worried about. I just didn't want his life to be ruined. And it's not ruined, you know what I'm saying? I just thought they was going to throw it out. The way he was saying, the way he was saying it, I was saying they going to throw that out. You know what I'm saying? But they worked together, like I said, and they conjured up him a way to take charges that he really probably didn't have to take. But we have to do better as parents too. And, I didn't have the money to get him no lawyer, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's the way it turned out, guys. He got a charge, but at least it's not a felony. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go finish my day, and I will see you guys later. And just keep your eye on your kids and talk to them and let them know life ain't no joke no more. You're a man now. You're a man now.